You know, for those of you who are really feeling the gap, you are feeling the crack between where you are and where you want to be. You're a little bit lost. You're feeling like, if only someone could help me, give me the answer to how to do it, I would do it. It's not like you're feeling like you don't know how to work hard. You are working hard. You're spinning your wheels. You're feeling like you're not getting anywhere. I want to talk to you. Okay, I want to talk to you. In this video, I just really want you to get that there are solutions that you can implement right now just by thinking a different way, asking better questions, and I want to help you do that. Are you ready? Let's go.
I'm with my fave of all time.
And Miss Lorraine Lawson.
Lorraine Lawson.
Lorraine Lawson. Lorraine Lawson.
Lorraine Lawson. I just love her so much.
First of all, I want to acknowledge you. If you're watching this video, chances are you are doing amazing things. You are probably already solving problems in your life. You're writing songs about it. You're expressing it at a high level. Maybe you're standing on stages and delivering speeches. You are teaching people things. I don't know. You're here to get kind of that next level coaching, right? There are so many amazing solution-oriented coaches, mentors out there, but you're here today because you want to get to that next level. Listen, the gap that you have been feeling is real. Wherever you are to wherever you want to go, there is a gap, and that gap could really feel like a crack sometimes. And we're always searching for answers. Really, it's not that I have any more answers than anyone else. It's just that maybe the way that I express myself, it could be my energy level, it could be the way that I speak is resonating with you. And so it's not that there isn't other solutions, other places, because there's lots of solutions everywhere, but it's really looking for and answering that feeling in your head that goes, oh my gosh, I love how that person is expressing that. I feel like that can make a difference for me. Even that self-awareness could be what you're looking for, the lifeline that can pull you out of falling into the ice. You know, it doesn't take a million people to do that. It takes one person lying on the ice, holding out their hand and just pulling that person out just right. Does that make sense? It doesn't take a lot of people on the ice, because what's going to happen is lots of people are going to come into your world trying to help you. And next thing you know, all the ice cracks around you breaks, and now everyone falls in. We don't want that. In fact, one of the things that I just shared with my mentorship group is that often people spend money to fill the gap. You know, when you think about you're here and you want to go here, how do I fill this gap? You know, there's a crack, right? And this is lonely. This is not a great place to be. I get that. But what you want to be thinking about is it with money? Am I filling the gap with money? Because most of you, if you're again watching this video, have probably invested your time, right? Is this like a clock? Would that make sense if I do it like that? So you're investing your time and you are putting in some effort, okay? You are. And you may even feel like you are spinning your wheels, like I said earlier. You're working overtime. You're putting in so much time. In fact, you're like, I don't know how much more time I possibly can put into this thing, but you're not getting the results. You are not, creating the bridge that you really need to get to where you want to be. So you become a little bit desperate. Possibly you want to accelerate, where you're going. And so you spend money you don't have. In 2025, you must stop spending money you don't have. But you also need to stop spending time and stop spinning your wheels in your effort. What? You're going to say, but you're supposed to be a coach. You're supposed to be helping me right now. Well, I hope that this helps you, because unless you have a very clear idea, not only of where you want to be, but where you are, right now, who you are right now, and who you need to be to achieve that, you are going to keep spending time, effort, and money and get nowhere. That's the wake-up call. That's the reality. You probably have taken a lot of courses. You probably have watched lots of videos. You may have even gotten lots of books. And what you're really looking for is that person with the answer, with the key to the kingdom. Could you just open the door and let me earn the money that I really want to get? Or win that Grammy Award if that's what you want. Or stand on the stages, get into Guinness World Book of Records, win the Super Bowl. But without really taking more time in your personal development, you will not achieve this goal. You're going to spend and spend and spend what you do not have, what you cannot afford, and you're going to expect a different result. It's not going to happen. So in 2025, we need to ask better questions. We need to train ourselves and our mind in who we are and who we need to be. We can't be afraid now. I'm really like, look, okay, I'm going to reach out to you right now and say, don't be afraid to look at who you really are and embrace that person. Embrace who you are, because each and every one of you have gone through things. You have a story. You've experienced things. You have setbacks. You have set of circumstances. You have had situations that have made you who you are today. I don't think there's a person out there who would argue that whoever you are right now is the makeup of all of your experiences, your relationships, the things that you've said yes to and the things that you've said no to. The difference is that you haven't been paying attention. Chances are you are making decisions each and every day that are costing you moving forward in the direction that you really want, and you don't know it. You are blaming other people. You are blaming that situations and circumstances on what is keeping you stuck at where you are, instead of reframing that and saying, well, this is where I am. I want you just to reframe the question right now. This is where I am. Great. Okay. At least we have a starting point. There is no way you are ever going to get to where you want to get to if you do not own where you are right now. You can't make a plan. You can't ask the right questions. And most certainly, you're not going to be able to attract the right people to you if you don't fully take responsibility for where you are in your life right now. And the people that do, here's the cool thing about this. If you can really take on this idea that I am responsible for where I am, a lot has happened in my life. I've experienced a lot of things that have set me back, but it is undeniable that where I am right now is where I am. Well, now, like I said, we can make a plan. And the plan starts with, I am. I want you just to take a blank piece of paper and write down a list of I am this and I am that. And when you start to notice, for example, I'm a morning person. I am a night person. I am optimistic. I am lethargic. I am clumsy. I am athletic. I am happy. I am stuck. Really, these are a feeling of always. And some of them, when you look really clearly at it, are going to wake you up, or you're going to want to hide and run. What I'm looking for is this desire in yourself to wake up, to look at the facts, to take responsibility for where you are, so that we can actually make a plan for where you want to go and where you want to be. Following me? So I am, and you're writing that. If you noticed that some of the things that you write are I am sometimes. When you notice that this word comes up, I am sometimes a morning person. I am sometimes prolific. This sometimes, the next question you want to start asking for is why? Why is this an always and this is a sometimes? Because unless I can figure that out, I am not going to build the muscle that I need to stay consistently on the road to achieving what I want. I am going to invest in the wrong people that I believe may accelerate me. I may invest too much time, too much effort, and certainly too much money towards something that I really cannot take responsibility for, and I'm going to get stuck again and again and again. But this year is your year to break it, to end it. You will never, ever, ever do this again if you do this work. You will never get stuck again if you do this work. I am always, and I am sometimes. Why? What do you need to create in your life to become an always? And who do you need to be? Now, who you need to be may be difficult for where you are right now to see, but let's ask it in a different way. If you're following people that inspire you, people who are achieving their goals, have reached the destination you want to reach, who are they? What qualities do they possess? What habits do they have? What actions do they take? How do they post on social media? How are they attracting their audience? What problems are they solving for people? And what is their story? Have you taken the time to learn their story? There's so much evidence all over the internet of people who started their careers in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Yes. Demi Moore just won her first Golden Globe at 60, whatever age she is. What? Unbelievable. And so there's a desire in you to achieve something, but you're stuck on your circumstances and situations. You're stuck on your story from the past, and you aren't taking responsibility for where you are. It's this simple. And when you start to look at people's stories who have achieved what you want to achieve, and you start to say, well, who are they? Who do I need to be? Maybe I can take on a little more of that adjective that describes who I need to. I need to be more disciplined. Then before investing any more money, why don't you build the muscle of discipline? Oh my gosh, who I need to be? I need to be unstoppable, which means that I'm not giving into story anymore. I'm not going to give into my circumstances and situations anymore. I'm not going to blame other people anymore. I'm not going to complain about things that worked and didn't work and how come that person didn't help me and didn't get back to me in my email. I'm going to be unstoppable toward that's who I need to be. And so I'm going to build the muscle of that. You know, when you think about losing weight or getting fit, it's probably the best analogy for life, right? Everybody knows to be fit, you need to exercise every day. To lose weight, if it's something that you're struggling with, you need to eat less and exercise more. You need to move your body, right? You need to develop your health from the inside out so that you develop the discipline to do something every day. Well, that is called an always. Are you following me? I hope this is really resonating with you. And I hope that it's not like, she's pointing the finger at me and oh my gosh, I feel like, I'm being blamed for something. You're not being blamed. But in order to be rewarded, we've got to shift the way we think about our life, about our circumstances, about our situation. One of the things that is absolutely true is that your proximity will limit you or it can inspire you. There is no doubt that your proximity is something that if you are where you are right now in a city, let's say, you want to stand on bigger stages, you want to become a Broadway star, you want to sell a coaching program, but you're in a very small town and you have a very small social media following, you don't have many influencer people around you, your proximity has to change. So who do I need to be? I need to be the person brave enough to change my proximity. Instead of blaming your proximity, are you willing to move? You know how many clients, friends have moved to Los Angeles, have moved to New York, have moved to Toronto, where I am, because the proximity of being around people who inspire you is worth it. Because where you are right now is not inspired. Sometimes you're inspired and sometimes you're not. Why are you sometimes? Because where I am, I'm not surrounded with the right people. I'm not in the city that can create the opportunities. I don't have a big enough audience. I have not invested enough time, effort, and money in building the audience in order to sell them the book, in order to sell them the coaching program, in order to write a song that people are really going to love and blow up on social media. You're investing in the wrong thing at the wrong time. I hope that this is really waking you up today, that who you need to be has to shift. First of all, I have to know who I am. I am, in order to ask who I need to be. And then I want to spend my time, my effort, and money on being this person. Every neuroscientist, successful high coaching programs and coaches out there will tell you that in order to reach this is 80% personal development and 20% is skills. Every single one, every high performance coach, every most successful person on the planet is going to tell you that 80% of their success or success of any kind, if you just do some research, is personal. The person had a clear focus. The person was disciplined. The person was consistent. The person took the time to develop themselves, to become interesting to other people. 20% are the skills to write the book. 20% is the knowledge that they might have in their head. But if they have no way of expressing it, they haven't figured out their communication skills, they haven't become the person that really attracts people to them, you are not going to reach that destination that you want. So this year can be the year that you break this pattern. This is the year that you can take your sometimes and turn them into always. But you've got to do the work. I encourage you to do it. And if it is changing proximity, don't spend the money on changing your proximity unless you've taken some time to develop those personal skills of who you need to be to reach your destination. I hope you found this helpful today. Please click the link, subscribe, share it with a friend, leave me a comment of how this may have woken you up today to your potential of who you can be, that it is never too late to go for this dream. It's never too late. It has never been easier. This is the time that you can reach your destination, and I can't wait to help you do it.